Hey up YouTube, it's me Mr. B, your gaming gorilla, and I'm here to take a really in-depth look at Anthem, which I know by now there's a million videos out, but trust me, I've found some gameplay and things like that wasn't addressed in the EA conference, mainly thanks to IGN. However, the stuff that was mentioned in this video is really worth talking about and explains exactly why you should be getting on board the hype train now for Anthem. So without any further ado, buckle your seatbelts, let's roll. Okay, so before we get into this, if you're wondering why I've all of a sudden lost a ton of weight and grown a ton of hair, it's down to the miracle of science. I know you don't believe it. What do you mean you don't? Of course you believe. Alright, it's not. I'm not actually a gorilla. It's because my office is getting turned around to incorporate a new green screen, which has kindly been sponsored to my channel by a very, very, very kind Patreon, Bazza512. Honestly, I couldn't be more grateful if I tried, and it's something that I don't particularly get involved usually with people sponsoring my channel because I don't like taking people's money, but on this case I couldn't thank this gentleman enough. He's helped my channel out big time because it improves the quality of my videos, which it improves your enjoyment, so everybody should be thanking this geezer, and seriously, once again, thank you. So now I've got that out of the way, we're going to dive into something which I didn't realise happened until the next morning after the Anthem EA reveal. Now, the EA reveal was okay, but it didn't give you a lot of information. The IGN Exclusive, however, did. It gave tons of information. It gave hints at lore. It gave you a more rounded idea of what's going on with these javelins, and it also helps me explain the differences between Anthem and Destiny, which keeps getting linked to, and the way people should be seeing the javelins, because there's a really good comparison that can be made from things that are said. So without any further ado, I'm going to go into this now, and we're going to go into this whole conference that was done, and we're going to pick it apart. So let's start off, shall we? Okay, so I'm going to do my best to keep this whole video under 10 minutes, so if I talk fast, that is why. The first point that I noticed from this IGN conference was that if you want to use the Destiny comparison, suits of the different javelins are not like the different classes, so they're not like Warlock, and they're not like Hunter and Titan. Think of them more as powers. You upgrade your Merc with different skill sets, and then can choose from the different powers. So like in Destiny, you'd choose the Sun class, or the Arc class, or the Void class. And the javelins work in the same way. You can either go in as a big monster, or you can go in as a ranger, or you can go in as a storm suit or an interceptor. The different powers and offer different things. So that's one way to look at the actual javelins, rather than looking at them as different classes, so to speak. The next part to look at is something that resonates really highly with me. The one thing that I love about Destiny more than anything else is the lore. Now, alright, Bungie hasn't done a fantastic job in telling the actual lore in game. In fact, they released Grimoire to do it, and I don't know how Anthem will do it either, but there is deep lore, and I'll give you a little bit of an insight into that lore. Many moons ago, there was a group called the Legion of Dawn. Now, they were infamous fighters that protected whatever humanity is. The Legion of Dawn eventually split off into different sects because, like in any organisation, people didn't get along, and created two factions called the Freelancers, which is who you're a part of, and the Dominion, who are your enemy. Now that there is fantastic lore. Even that one little bit makes your mind explode with ideas of how this can go. So, what does that say to you? That says to me that at least, even just in that one little paragraph that was said in the IGN conference, they know this story, if nothing else, is going to be deep, and I love that fact. On to the next bit. Now, this next bit goes into the technical side of things. All the Anthem servers, which are dedicated, by the way, big tick, are going to be synced. So if I'm playing a game and my friend, we'll use Bazza in this instance, Bazza512, thank you again. If he's playing a game and I'm playing a game and we're in totally different servers, those two servers will be synced. So if a storm happens in my server, or if an ash giant happens in my server, it's going to happen in his as well at the exact same time in the exact same place. That is cool. That is really cool. Because when you go into work and stuff, you don't want to give away spoilers. You can at least talk about things you've seen. Bloody hell, Joe Blood. Did you see that storm last night? It kicked ass. And the other thing to mention as well is that things like storm and in-game mechanics do affect how the enemies, because there are enemies that will prefer to come out in a storm, or prefer to come out at night, or hide away when it's not those conditions. So I love the aspect that the weather does affect the gameplay, and at the same time every server's synced. That is a beautiful step, and fair play to Bioware to making that happen. Okay, so going back to the javelins again a second. Just because there are 4 different types of javelins, you know, you've got your Colossus, your Ranger, your Interceptor, and your Storm. Just because you've got 4 different types of javelins doesn't mean you have 4 loadouts. Oh, no. That you can actually equip each javelin with a different loadout. One of the examples they gave in the EA conference was that you had one Colossus which was more of a long-range grenader, and another Colossus which was the white one with the red stripe. It was more up close with, was it fire? Yeah, like firefighter. What do you call them? Napalm sprays, whatever you call them. You know what I mean. So each class of suit has different loadouts you can give, which means no 2 suits are going to be the same. Not only have you got all the customization side of things, which, by the way, it has been confirmed, no loot boxes, although there will be vanity items on sale. For instance, if I see a gorilla styled javelin customization for £1.99, you can bet your balls to a barn down, so I'm going to be spending £1.99 on it. I'll probably spend £10.99 on it if it's cool enough. But the straight fact is, the vanity items will be on sale, but there also are in-game customizations as well. So you can really make your javelins and tune your javelins to exactly your gameplay, and guarantee that each situation you have something to go in with, and which makes the game more tactical. And from that standpoint alone, adds a massive layer of depth which a lot of other games in this genre lack. Take Destiny, for example. You go into a situation that needs a Sunfire Warlock, needs an Arc Hunter and a Void Titan. You've only got 1 or 2 trees. In fact, you've got 2 trees to choose from, and that's it. By the sounds of it, from Anthem's point of view, you can actually swap and change what you need for that particular encounter. Which leads me on to encounters. Another thing confirmed is more on the game side of things after you've done the story, or whilst you're doing the story, depending on how you play the game. There are things like dungeons, and there are things to explore within, like the Ash Giant, which was one of them, which is events that you really need to buddy up with people for. Sign me up. A co-op game where it takes you need actual tactics to complete certain dungeons and stuff for the best loot. Oh, that's what Destiny should have been. Oh, why Bungie? Why? You see, you've got to understand that I'm one of the biggest Destiny fanboys there is, and I saw Beer Grizzly comment that the EA conference was pretty much carbon copy of Bungie's. Well, my whole take on that is Bungie has had more than enough opportunities to lock down this genre, to make any other game that comes in look like a carbon copy and nothing else. Maybe Anthem's coming in and going, you know what, yes, it is in the same genre, but we're going to show you how to do it, and I truly hope they do. And in the spirit of keeping everything under 10 minutes, my last couple of points is one that's going to be very good to hear from someone who wants to invest in this game, and very bad to hear from anyone who's a 40-year-old virgin. So we'll go to the good first. The good side of it from me, like I said, who's willing to invest as much as it takes to get into this game. Bioware has, or this guy has, John Warner, whatever his name is, has basically said in that conference that their plan is to have long-term investment, which means DLCs and all that sort of thing. What, if they're going to charge for them, I don't know. But it basically means that they're planning to stick with this IP for the long haul. It's not going to be another Mass Effect Andromeda where they're just going to screw it. We screwed the pooch, that's it. Cut our losses and run away. So good on them. The bit that's going to upset every 40-year-old virgin out there, however, is he also confirmed there is no relationship model in the game. No sex. No kissing. No blue boobies. I'm feeling weepy myself here. That's not on. I wanted to see Colossus sex. No, there's no relationships in the game. So yeah, so that's everything I pulled from the IGN. There are a few more things in there, and I would strongly recommend you go and see it if you haven't. It's quite a lengthy one. It's over an hour long. I'll link it in the description below. So, what's your thoughts on Anthem? Have I enlightened you to anything you didn't know about? Is there anything in this video that has made you go, oh yeah, no, I'm booking my ticket to the hype train now? Are you not looking forward to Anthem? Is there anything about Bioware that's made you feel a little bit wary of their practices? Get in the comments, whatever it is. I don't care what your comment is. Get it in there. I'll interact with you. I do read every comment that comes through, no matter what it is, and I will always respond. So, once again, thank you for everybody who comes to my channel to watch my videos, and thanks for the fantastic feedback I've been having as well. I mean, there's obviously one or two trolls, but and I love them as much as I love everybody else. You're all fantastic. That's all from me, Mr. B. Ta-ta for now.